Hi guys, good morning to everybody. I just thought of showing you this little flowers and the way it blossoms. I just hope everybody's hopes get into the reality just like these little flowers. Just thought of saying a word, never ever give up, because little tries makes you go a far way. So guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to see an awesome hair oiling, because this is very important to have a healthy hair growth. Not only it is important to apply to your root, it also is important to apply it evenly onto the tips as well. Let it be dry, oily, or any scalp hair oiling is must. So let's get started. Here basically what we require here is some methi powder, because methi powder is one of the greatest ingredient which can stop our hair fall and hair loss of quantity of hair loss we go through. So the next ingredient here is amla powder. Amla powder is great for giving the melanin into the hair, by which a lot of people are suffering from premature hair graying. The next one is hibiscus powder. All these ingredients which here I am adding makes sure that you can get rid of premature hair graying. I am adding 1 spoon of neem powder, which is very good for killing dandruff and itchiness on the scalp. Here I have added almond oil, which actually soothes your scalp and reduces the dry hair also. The coconut oil has lot of nutrients of vitamins, minerals, and which helps to cool down the body. Kalonji oil is great to reduce premature hair graying and it kills dandruff. It's very good to treat hair loss also. Once you have added these oils, there is another oil which I've added here is castor oil, because without castor oil it helps to improve the quality of this hair oil. So once you have added all the lists ingredient here which we have said, if you don't have everything, at least you can make sure that you're adding at least half of the quantities which are shown here, because by using it like this in the right way, it gives you a great results. Once you have added all the required things, make sure that you mix it really well without any lumps. Double boil it. Please do not boil it directly. Double boil it and apply it on your scalp when it's warm. Please do not apply it when it's really hot. It's not the right way. Make sure you double boil it and only apply it when it's really warm. Make sure you apply this oil evenly from root to tips and allow it to stay on it for at least 1 to 2 hours. If you are able to keep it overnight on your hair, it's great, but if you have no time, just make sure at least before having head bath for 1 to 2 hours, leave it on your hair. So let's get into the second remedy, which is really good in giving the great results. So the second step here is an hair pack. You can use it to cover your premature hair graying, or natural hair packs also does wonders. So the first ingredient which goes into our hair pack is coffee. Here I've taken Nescafe. You can take brew coffee powder, any instant coffee powder also works well, because coffee powder is very great. It helps as a scrubber for our hair or our scalp. The second ingredient here is henna powder. If you're not comfortable with henna powder, you can skip using henna powder, because this not only works to cover your premature hair graying, it also is an hydrating mask for our hair. So it's an optional. If you want to use henna powder, you can use henna powder. If you're not comfortable using it, it's okay, you can just skip it. People who are not comfortable using henna powder can actually use triphala powder here, because that also helps to reduce hair loss. So I just thought of giving a small advice, because a lot of people are not a lot of people are really not okay with applying henna onto their hairs. So the next ingredient here which we are adding is beetroot powder, because beetroot powder gives you an instant shine and the blonde look onto your hair. So this works great for to make your hair look really brightening, shining, and it really gives you a natural blonde look. So just make sure that you're adding beetroot powder without skipping it. I'll give all the links in the description box below, so that you don't find any difficulty in finding them. And as just mentioned, guys, this pack is not only to cover your premature hair graying, it also helps to soothe the dry scalp or oily scalp, whatever it is. But make sure that you're at least applying hair masks once a week, because that really does wonders to your hair. You will see the results only when you start applying onto your hair as much as possible, like at least weekly once, because it is not going to give you an instant results, because anything which you give to your hair really takes time to show you the results, as these are natural ingredients. Because chemical ingredients can give us an instant look or the instant results, but the natural ingredients does take time but give you greater results in the long period of time. So I just thought I can share this point with you, because I've seen a lot of people who instantly go for chemicals and regret later. So please don't go to that stage and regret later. So the next ingredient here is hibiscus powder. Hibiscus powder is not only good to treat oily scalp, but it also very nice ingredient to stop the oily scalp, and it also reduces the dry scalp problems. So using hibiscus powder in however way possible to you, please start using it, because this hibiscus powder is only known when it is used personally, because every hair type is different. You only will know how it is suiting your hair. So don't skip hibiscus powder here. It is really very helpful to stop oily scalp or dry scalp, because it soothes and nourishes your hair follicles. I'm not just talking about hair, I'm exactly concentrating on the scalp of the hair health. So people think indigo powder is also a form of dye. It is not a dye, it is a natural ingredient which just helps to cover your gray hair when used exactly with henna treated hair. So indigo powder can differ according to the hair type, or according whether you're using henna or not. So according to that, you can just use indigo powder. So once you have added all the powders well, make sure you are mixing the powders really well, because there may be some lumps in it. Here the next ingredient which we are adding here is fresh aloe vera gel. If you have some time and it is available with you all, you can just prepare your fresh aloe vera gel at home. And if you are not somebody who is really comfortable with aloe vera gel, then just make sure that you're using the market based aloe vera gel, because aloe vera gel also has lot of nutrients which really suits your hair scalp. And here which I'm adding here is, this is hibiscus gel. You may wonder what is hibiscus gel. Now just take some hibiscus leaves and wash it 2 to 3 times properly, and with very little water just mash the hibiscus leaves really well, so that you get hibiscus gel like water. So adding these both ingredients into these powders and mixing it really well, guys, this takes some time. You should really be very patient, because this is not a it doesn't happen in just 2 to 3 minutes. This really requires some time and patience. See, according to the mix, how much ever water it takes, you have to really add it very patiently, because it is very difficult. It becomes too thick, and it is even very difficult when it becomes too slurry. So make sure that you're putting exact amount of water, like how much is required. So once you add these both ingredients, allow this mix to at least sit for 15 to 20 minutes aside, because all the ingredients along with each other really well. So make sure the consistency must be right, and do not prepare it too thick nor too slurry, because that is very very difficult to apply it onto the hair. I mean, hair is the scalp. Don't just apply it onto the hair, because concentrating on your scalp is the most important part to stop your hair loss or your premature hair graying. So once you mix all these ingredients really well, if you're comfortable with it, you can. If you're not comfortable by applying oil to your hair, you can add some oil here itself, unless you can apply this pack on the oily hair as well. Now once you have added all these ingredients, it really took me 5 to 6 minutes exactly to mix all these ingredients without having any lumps, because as I said, you require a lot of patience, as it should not become too thin or too slurry. See, this is the exact consistency which you require to apply it onto your scalp. So once you get this exact consistency, like you yourself will know like how much you require. Once you have added all the ingredients, just add your required essential oils, which here I have added is lavender essential oil. If you are somebody who is suffering from lot of itchy scalp, then you can add tea tree oil, or for hair growth you can add rosemary oil. So according to your type of what your hair is asking for or what you've been suffering for, just make sure that you're adding essential oils, guys. And by the way, if you're using essential oils, do not use more than 3 to 4 drops, because essential oils are really very powerful. So make sure that you're not using more than 3 to 4 drops. As I just said, I've used rosemary and lavender oil here. Once you add this both essential oils, just mix it really well and make sure that you mix until you see no lumps, because it is very difficult if you have lumps. So only because of that reason I'm specifically telling y'all that, you know, don't make a fuss for yourself, because it really takes lot of patience, guys, I'm telling you. But you will be amazed to see the results once you wash your hair, that I can guarantee you for. So make sure that, you know, there are no lumps. That is what I really mean, because the struggle is real. So once you apply this hair mask, leave it on your scalp for 2 hours and then wash with mild shampoo. Once you wash off your hair, leave this for at least 1 to 2 days, and the next day you can apply some oil onto your hair and wash off. So you can see the results after 2 to 3 days. So guys, this was the video. I hope you like this video. If you do like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll come up with some new remedies which will be really helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice time. Bye bye.